detected.
+1 for Glaze and Torg would make it a 10, which I doubt is good enough.
Oh yeah, I need to add that in for you. No, you missed this guy, but you're right. It should add +1.
I remembered it. No worries.
A miss. Do you want to try to disengage?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll the disengage.
All right.
That should be good. It's 11 plus for disengage.
Yeah, you definitely disengage. So, do you want to move?
Move in the corner here.
Oh shit, why does the bartender have an initiative roll? Oh, that's the guard?
Yeah, that is the guard. Roar's not going to do anything, and this guard, when it sees this fight happen, its eyes just light up, and it charges the Lorf.
Nice.
It is quite pleased at this turn of events.
Like a Wookiee.
Doesn't enjoy Lorf, apparently.
And that is a hit. It does 7 damage, so Lorf is down to 2.
What is subdual in this? Is it like 2 over, or is it just a 0?
It's basically just you decide to attack and do subdual damage rather than to kill.
Oh, okay. So there's no difference in the actual knockout.
Yeah, you can tell that this owlbear is not going for subdual damage.
Holy fuck.
Owlbears don't generally go for subdue damage ever.
It's Heavy's turn.
This is to subdue just to kill them later.
So let's see, I think it's going to be Nameless Goblin 2 that hit me last, so I'm going to take another swing at him. So let's see, that's a 13.
Alright, that's a miss. The Ettins have turned to watch and are just, cheering.
Alright,
well.
so
I
I did
love
4
this.
damage last time. This is 1 more damage too.
Would it be 2 damage? Yeah, 2 damage.
Yeah, 2 damage. We're level 2.
Miss damage.
Yep, so it's going to be miss damage plus level.
Yeah, so these guys, mooks don't take miss damage.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
All these guys are mooks. They're just drunken mooks.
Aww.
So this guy is going to attack Heavy again.
That's a hit.
5 damage. And the other guy is going to attack you again. Another 5 damage.
Oh, wow.
And Lorf is going to turn around and attempt to attack the owlbear.
That is the worst idea ever.
I don't think it's going to work out well.
He is hammered.
Owlbear punch!
He hits the owlbear. Does 7 damage.
That's a negative outcome, though, because now he's made it angry.
The bartender looks up at this fight, sees that the owlbear has entered into it, and just kind of rolling. You can tell that he smiles, and he kind of turns to ignore you to watch the fray. And the guard over here is watching, but he obviously doesn't care.
Cares.
And Odaro has changed to more of an upbeat tempo.
Battle
Oh,
music.
jeez.
I love this guy.
All right, Mansa, what do you want to do?
Oh, this is where the bullet hits the bone, isn't it?
Run upstairs.
Well, don't you have the boots that make you want to fight?
I know.
You can choose to ignore quirks, though, unless you have more magic items in your level.
Yeah, the quirks don't control you. It's just, you love fights, but that's not going to make you an idiot about it.
Right. Well, that's why it turned into, okay, I'm going to fuck this guy up, but now he's getting fucked up, so I slightly Herculean task will. It's fair to assume that all attention is on this fight, right? And
Yeah.
while I'm in field of visit, I'm pretty sure I can be fairly stealthy between background and the environment right now.
Well, you did disengage and had a giant owlbear run past you.
Yeah.
Do you want to, before you make a stealthy move check, do you want to make a shadow walk attack?
Not currently.
Okay. So roll Dex to see if you're gonna try to get up those stairs, right?
Yeah, I don't have. There's actually a talent I get that lets me shadow walk like through shit, like freaking Nightcrawler style, but I don't have it yet. That's epic level. Whoops.
Okay. So go ahead and roll a Dex check.
Whoops.
Nice.
Yeah, so you get upstairs, and no one is the wiser. The owlbear has completely lost. I mean, he's pretty ferocious. Wow, I can't even say it. Ferocious rage right now. Months of crits when it counts.
Ferocious.
Apparently.
No one notices you go up there. They're all focused on Heavy and Yora. So you still have a standard action up there, so maybe I should describe what you see. You see kind of an office area. There's some papers about. There's a safe, or kind of a storage box, a lock box, and a desk. And there's just, you take a look at the handwriting, and it's obviously not, a scholar. You imagine this is what it would look like if Makaha was writing.
Right.
You jerk. That's not nice. Makaha can't write.
So you see some papers on the desks, and you've got, each round of combat is 6 seconds.
Yeah, it's not any search check will have to wait till combat's over, but I'm assuming no one is up here currently.
No, there's no one up there.
And it's just a single room office?
Yeah, it's just...
I think I could take that all in pretty easily, and I can wait until after combat.
So, are you going to end your turn up there?
Yes.
Okay. Yora doesn't do anything. It's Owlbear's turn. And the owlbear is going to continue attempting to kill Lorf.
Oh, poor Lorf.
Yeah, that's a hit. Lorf dies.
Gonna hurt.
And the owlbear continues. The owlbear does 7 damage. Continues through Lorf and takes another swing at this guy and kills this guy as well.
He's not going to kill Heavy, is he?
He might try.
Find out, won't we?
If he attempts to.
It's his move action. He hasn't used his move action. He's going to hop up onto the table next to this goblin.
Oh, fuck.
Holy shit.
And the bartender now has moved up and is just, like, cheering.
This is a scary freaking owlbear.
Yes, owlbears are very scary. I don't know if you guys have... I didn't use the stats from the book, but the stats from the book have, like, an action to rip off your arm and attempt to flee with it to feed its children.
Don't mess with them.
I'm dead serious. Okay.
He's not even kidding. I've read all the monsters. They literally have that.
This one probably isn't going to do that because it doesn't have Young nearby. Heavy, it's your turn.
Alright, so he hasn't been fucked with yet, but I noticed that this fight is not just bullshit anymore. I'm actually going to use my mace as a quick action. I'm going to pull that out, and I'm just going to go to stomp this guy on the head.
The goblin or the owlbear?
The goblin. I'm not fucking with the owlbear. He's my friend.
Okay.
I hope he is.
That's a miss. The remaining goblin is going to...
Well, actually, can I move to disengage from this goblin too?
Sure.
Alright. Nope.
Okay, so you're
So I'll
still
stay.
engaged. This goblin's going to attack you again.
That is a
And
hit.
That's another 5 damage. Almost a crit. Munsa, it's your turn again. You just want to pass?
Yeah,
Stay-
I'll be
stay up
passing
there.
till the end of the end of combat, pretty much.
Okay. And the owlbear is going to attack. And that is a hit. So this guy takes 7 damage. He has 2 hit points left. Heavy, it's your turn.
Alright, so I'm going to try and hit him again.
Actually, it's not your turn. One of these kobolds runs up and attempts to stab the goblin in the back.
But I fucked him up.
But look at Heavy's beautiful, perfect roll on damage.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, that was just adding some. Yeah, that guy. So was that a hit to kill? Are you?
Well, yeah, I pulled out my mace. He's getting killed now.
Okay, yeah, he's dead.
Alright, so now
So-
I'm going to make a plea with the owlbear to make him understand I didn't start the fight, even though I did.
The owlbear looks at you and then calls out the server's name and demands that the server bring 2 more drinks for you and Yora, and then returns back to his post.
Oh, shit.
I like this owlbear.
He just wanted to fight the goblins, and he was happy and thanked Heavy for the opportunity.
What about the one on the table? He's gonna wake up all his friends are dead.
Yeah, he's gonna have a bad morning.
How does
Odaro
Yora feel
changes.
about this?
Yora is just kind of appalled and moves over to this side of the table away from the dead bodies.
Just come sit next to me. Watch all the fireworks.
She always comes through with the Ettins and I.
Do you guys want to instruct her to do something different?
No, not really. It's going to be a lot of flexing on my
she
end.
obviously
Look
doesn't
how
want to be
great I am.
bothered. Rowena
Yeah,
doesn't really bother people. She could
She
always
looks
just sit
at-
next to her.
Yeah, that's true. So I think she kind of looks at Heavy, notices that he missed 2 punches in a row on these drunken goblins, and then viciously destroyed the other one, kind of shakes her head, and heads down to sit with Rowena.
I failed to mention that my familiar doesn't shut up.
He just talks constantly.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you expecting me to talk for your familiar, or are you going to be doing it?
She's just rattling on. I don't know if it will bother Yora, because she just kind of talks random things, with the occasional relevant detail. So I don't know, it probably doesn't really matter. They'll just
Okay.
talking.
I don't know why, but I just pictured your familiar as being extremely racist.
Yeah, I did too.
I did say Tiny Tina, just pale and not Tiny Tina.
No, no.
Alright.
Alright.
The Munsa is not back yet.
I'm here.
Oh, you are? Cool.
I'm ready to do some searching.
Do it, man. I believe in you.
Oh, does this actually count as a short rest?
Search would be Dex
Yes.
level plus Watchman.
Yes.
Alright, I'm using one of my
Ain't that a
recoveries.
bitch and a half. Still technically a success on the normal difficulty.
Yeah. Give me a second.
Clink Kong.
You dropped the package.
Brought the package.
I don't know if this is a drop the package. I mean, he didn't roll the 1, so it's not a fumble, so really it's a 13.
Yeah. Not
I think
a
he
critical
probably
failure.
failed.
I mean, it's not a critical failure. It's not a fumble.
No,
It's just a
it's
low
pretty
roll.
average.
Oh, no, I was just talking about chaos. I believe
Oh.
he dropped something over there.
Oh, I thought you were saying Munza dropped whatever he was trying to do and alerted everyone.
I'm still listening to Secret Agent Man.
As you should.
Secret Agent Man.
Secret Asian man?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Secret
make the
Asian Man.
appropriate song in chat.
Oh, this is so good.
I'm just amazed by accident we took out one
Good-ass
garb and 3
whiskey.
goblins.
Taking away your name.
Lemonade.
All right, so you guys, Muncie, you find a lot of notes that don't make much sense, and then a few notes that are, tracking income and expense. But you find one that kind of sticks out to you, which has a date, 2 weeks, or no, 1 week in the future, 7 days from now, and it also lists 2 names. And I'll get those names to you later.
Okay.
But one has directions to. It says a name, and then it says camp, and then it has directions from Drakenhall, and then it has another that has another name, and it's written next to it. It says dragon, and it's misspelled dragon. And it has directions to a cave as well. It's right. It's cave, and then like scrawled directions. And then you find 30 gold pieces in that lockbox, which you can elect to take.
Oh, so the lockbox wasn't locked, or I was able to easily find it?
No,
Okay.
It wasn't locked.
I'll leave the gold.
It's very nice of you.
Well, it's the most logical thing to pilfer. Pieces of paper might not be looked at, but gold is the first thing they'd check. So I'll leave the gold. Take the very specific note. You said there were other ones that were slightly interesting. What did they have on them again? I'm sorry.
One was just kind of tracking income and expense and supplies here at the bar. Typical.
Nothing unusual on the invoices?
No.
Except for the
Secret
body
ink.
removal.
Secret ink.
The body removal wouldn't be unusual for this bar. Okay.
Unusual
I
for
will
most.
definitely take the note that has the pertinent information on it. Said that was a date, a location, and 2 names.
Garth and Broyd.
Excellent.
Oh yeah, quick question too. During
What I
that
will-
fight, when Munza actually went up there, would I have noticed that he did go up the stairs or no?
I think the crit probably plays against you there.
Yeah, no one. You're just kind
Good.
of like, where the hell did he go?
Okay, so he's fucked.
Why would you?
What I will do,
It's only the second story. You can get out.
I will. Oh, balls to that. Well, actually, no. That would be the first thing. I kind of assumed. Was there a window?
Yeah, there's a window up there.
Plot convenience.
The window's locked from the outside, but you can open it from the inside.
Wait. This window. What?
Is the mechanism such that I would not be able, or does it like close itself when you close it again?
It'll lock behind you if you go
Okay.
out that window.
I will.
Makaha, you asked what? What is the question?
I'm confused at anything being locked from the outside.
No, as in he can't open it from the outside, just the inside.
It's locked on the
Oh, yeah,
inside.
Yeah.
But
the mechanism's
from-
on the inside.
Oh,
If I
okay.
had tried to like climb it and get in, it would have been I'd had to break something. But now I can get out, probably make a dex check to make a soft landing, and
Yep.
we're all good.
Okay. I was confused for a second.
We're going so go ahead and make that dex check, and then we're going to go back to the conversation between Roland and the bartender. Yeah, you're fine. So Roland, you kind of just watched the bartender have an uproarious time,
Right.
and you can continue the conversation you were having if you like.
I'll keep my demeanor grim and say, unfortunately, the fight at the tower went much worse than that.
The bartender looks to you and says, I don't understand. Why have you already revealed yourself? Why did Zvegdar already reveal himself? It was not time yet.
There were spellcasters and barbarians, the likes of which we were not ready. We were not warned such a force would be approaching.
But why would he have called in? Why would he have called in Korvikir? And where is Korvikir?
I believe Korvikir is dead.
He laughs. Impossible.
We're getting into some deep shit.
Sounds like he's never heard of Makaha.
Captain Hawaii over here.
Believe it or not, it is imperative that I get whatever I can and take it back to our friend Zvegdar, or else we may not be able to salvage this.
If you wait, or if you meet me again here tomorrow night, I'll have more information for you to pass to Zvegdar. I cannot leave in the middle of one of Hodaro's shows. It would be most unusual.
It's a trap.
I'll be here same time tomorrow night.
Excellent. Well, then I will see you then, and I will speak with.
In the meantime, be on your guard. There are forces at work, the lights of which I am not aware of, nor do I understand the magnitude of.
Okay. Also, sorry, the name. He says I had to look up a name, so I should have a longer list of names here. He says he'll talk with Vorg, Vorg.
Okay.
And give you further instructions.
Okay.
So are the rest of you gonna just kind of stay here and watch? Because then we'll move outside to Poliar and Makaha and what they've seen go down.
Yeah,
I'm
not
drinking
leaving
my
Ed
free
buddies.
All right, so we're gonna shift views now to Makaha and Poliar.
Awesome.
You see two, the same, what you identify as the same, you think it's the same ogre that had left before, and he now has two more with him. And they're coming towards the tower, or towards the bar.
Ooh.
Does he look like he means trouble?
No, they're unarmed. Or they don't have their weapons unsheathed. They just look like they're heading on in.
Do they look angry or anything? Or just like normal?
Not really, kind of just really excited and focused. More focused than you'd expect in ogre.
That's awesome.
Then Makaha think we stay outside. Wait for a signal.
Alright, so these three enter into the bar and directly approach Rowena. And the guard says, the first guy, the one that came in first, and says, Mistress Mage, are you the one they call Rowena?
Who's asking?
In service of the Archmage. I am Samt, S-A-M-T. I am of the Blues, or the Lady Blues private guard. She has asked me to request an audience with you.
On what grounds?
You serve the Archmage, no? She always wishes to speak with the Archmage's envoys when they enter the city.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They haven't lifted any weapons or made any threatening moves at you.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to meet with her tomorrow morning?
I don't see any reason why not. Not like I'm here for any weird reasons.
Please come to the palace tomorrow morning early, and she will speak with you. He kind of looks at the child and at Yora, shakes his head, and they leave. So look like you guys are pretty much done here. Do you want to leave, go pick up Makaha and Poliar and regroup?
Aw, McCall and Polar didn't join a bar fight.
Yeah, I didn't really think there was even going to be a bar fight, but...
Can we just walk in there and kill the kobolds, pretty please?
Well, honestly, how else was Munza going to get upstairs?
Yeah, I know.
Don't act like you planned that.
Oh, come on now.
Heavy totally planned that. I believe in him.
I salvaged you.
I believe Heavy planned that. He's a smart goblin.
You tried to stop the fight.
So,
No, I
wait,
didn't. I took a swing at that mother.
Makaha and Poliar, are you going to walk in and start killing kobolds?
No, no. We just really want to.
Alright, so I think you guys are going to leave here. Why don't, Makaha and Poliar, why don't you guys make perceptive checks? So that'd be wisdom plus whatever would help you, kind of a stakeout type background.
As a barbarian, you must hunt often. Can I add that?
Sure.
Sweet. Pretty good.
And Poliar?
Ooh.
Wait, would it have added my level? Wait, would it have added my level too?
Yeah, but you're good. I'm sure you just...
My charisma's 10, so the modifier there is 0, but then my level's another 2.
Well, you did good. Poliar sees pretty stars.
It's 9.
Okay, so
11, I mean.
Makaha, you see a couple lizard men enter into the building, and they've stayed for... This is over the course of while people were in here. They stayed there for a little while and then left. It looks like the same number left as came in.
Would I've been able to perceive well enough to tell whether they were the same people or, it's a football field and a half away? Can't really tell.
Oh, the same people that came in is out?
Yeah.
No, you can't really tell if it was the same.
No, I didn't think so.
Makaha might not be very smart, but he can sure see what's going on around him.
Okay.
It's like, he really is the most moronic oxymoron ever.
So yeah, Zan, if you want to, use your background to try to speak with or to get some sort of insight from the other selves in the multiverse, you can certainly attempt it.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how this will play out. So go ahead and make an int check with that background.
Alright. Plus 11.
All right, so you don't get specific words; you get more of a sense that your other selves have met with the blue before and have survived, and you don't really get the sense of imminent danger. So I'm gonna take you guys out of the Bleeding Goblin Inn and back to the map. It's only 12:30, so or my time. I know that's like 3:30 your guys' time. So
Yep. I'm
if
fine
you all
though.
want to continue, we can continue.
Oh, hell yeah.
We usually go to like 4 or 5, don't we?
I am
Yep.
good to continue, but I would definitely understand if people wanted to call it.
If everybody wants to continue, I might give control of my character to somebody else. I'm falling asleep right now, actually.
Yeah, sorry, Polio. I should have had your character have more action, but you didn't
Oh
go
no,
to the bar.
it's all good, man. I mean,
The bar went longer than I thought it would.
I had a really busy night with a lot of people, so I mean, if you guys want to continue, I will definitely give control of my character to like Makaha or something. But
I will take good care of your character.
I'm falling asleep. It's really difficult for me to stay awake.
All right, and I'll do a summary of everything that happens from here because I think everyone else will probably stay.
All right, sounds good. Sorry about that, guys.
No, don't worry about it.
It's
okay,
alright,
man.
man. Take it smooth.
Have a good drunken sleep, my friend.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Look forward to that hangover.
Take it easy, guys.
No one likes dreams, anyways.
Hey, can we take a quick bathroom break
let's
though
take a
before
5-minute break.
Yeah.
Alright, good night, guys.
Good night,
Night,
man.
Polio.
User disconnected from your channel.
Awesome. We acquired knowledge. Knowledge is power.
Yes, it is.
Shit, Scuba's been busy.
Doesn't he have someone over?
Not yet, I think. I think that's a couple days out.
Oh, okay.
That's a good one.
Alright, I'm back.
WB.
I'm glad you finally crit monster.
Yeah, it worked. Worked for now. Don't think I'm going to be going back into that bar for the second meeting. So,
Probably shouldn't.
So, Munsa, that note also has a name on it doesn't have a location. It just says it at the top. It looks like it was written by someone else's hand than the original writer, and it says the same scribbled terrible handwriting, so probably a different owlbear. It says the Eld said not to write. ELD. And it's the Eld.
Eld said not to. Oh, that's wonderful.
All right, I'm going to take a bio break and then we can get started. I was just writing notes to myself.
guess a public Rogue Legacy game on that. Ball's back right now anyway.
I'm back.
I'm still here.
So, I think Menzel left just a second ago.
No, I'm right here.
Oh. Is,
Looks like
LTG
everyone's here except for
I'm still here too.
Yeah, I'm still.
Oh yeah, we're all here then.
Alright, we'll continue. So, everyone, let's see where we're at right now. You've just left the bar, Gong. You're pretty drunk.
Oh yeah.
But you have learned the names of those 3 entities.
Oh nice.
And they like you quite a bit. It actually has 6 names, which I will come up with later.
That's pretty
Brog,
awesome.
Trog,
No.
Mog, Brog, Log, Nog.
It'll probably be something like that, or exactly that.
I vote that
let's
Gong
see.
passes out due to being drunk under the table by 6 ends.
Mansa, you've got your note. LT, you've got your information and commitment to come back to the Bleeding Goblin the next day. Heavy, you are not even drunk at all. You're just kind of laughing. Your liver is laughing at the situation.
Yep.
And Rowena and your child, you have an appointment. Sorry, your homunculus. I probably mispronounced that.
Didn't.
Have an appointment with the Blue at her palace in the morning. It is late in the evening now. You guys can do what you want to do now from here.
I'm going to attempt to turn up some information on this. Yeah, I believe you said the name was Vorg.
Yeah, VORG.
When comparing,
I'm going to try and figure out who this is and ask around.
Alright. So, why don't you go ahead and roll kind of whatever your streetwise information check. Okay, that's pretty good. That's about as... Okay, Makaha, the name Vorg is... So, the bartender, during the conversation, indicated that he would have to go speak with Vorg to get more information and instructions for Zvegdar. Sorry about all these names, guys. I'm writing them down, so... I'll create a cast, like an NPC list on Google Drive. But anyway, that's who Vorg is. And say, LTU, do you want to go back to that same politician? Go talk to Drac again? See if you can turn him up?
Drac would be good. I mean, not specifically
Anybody?
Drac, but if it leads me there, that's fine.
Okay.
That is a 28 for the rest.
Yeah, that's good. So you ask around, not at the Bleeding Goblin, and few individuals. This is kind of on your walk back to that original bar that you guys met at. You understand that Vorg works. You don't know if it's for or just is associated with the Red.
Okay.
And
That's an interesting piece.
that he has been, kind of, he's kind of a little bit of a shot caller in the Reds organization, to the extent that you can even call the Red as having an organization.
Okay.
But you can't turn up where he's located.
That's fine.
But you understand that he does live somewhere within the city proper.
Okay. That's helpful.
Anyone else?
I think
I'm pretty much going to call it.
definitely gonna rest.
Alright, so you're gonna
was there
head
any
back to that
synergy between the name that Roland got and the note? Was Vorg mentioned on the note as well?
Vorg name was not written on the note.
Okay.
Makaha Polar is going to carry the really drunk bard back to the inn.
Monk. Excuse me.
The
I'm
monk.
sorry, I didn't mean to call you bard.
The deepest insult. So he is. You guys are up at the original tavern You want to rent a room. The bartender welcomes you as you enter, noting how you overpaid so much the first time you were in. He likes you. Let's give a name to this tavern.
Prancing Pony.
No, it is not going to be the Prancing.
The
It is going to be the Hall of Swindlers.
Nice.
I like that. I like that.
The swindled pork.
So do you want to meet together and kind of share what you've learned? Or maybe
Yes.
go through what you feel you've learned? I think you all have something, all of the groups have something to add.
Ettins are pretty cool, man.
I'll inform the group about Vorg, and I'll also tell them about my discussion with the shop, the innkeeper, and my intent to meet with him the following night.
Did you see that owlbear?
I saw 2 of them. Thanks.
Makaha and Poliar tell the group about what they saw while watching outside. Most of what Makaha saw, but they tell them about the 3 lizard men who went in and then came out a while later. Or that they saw 3 lizard men go in and then 3 lizard men come out.
All right.
Inigo will smile, chuckle, produce the piece of paper. As shocked as I was at your inflammatory act, Heavy, we managed to make use of the opportunity. Now
Well, who else was going to cause a diversion for you?
Dates. We have another point of contact with whatever organization, plot, conspiracy is going on here. We have an additional point of contact with them.
Makaha insists that they must get to the bottom of this to save the priestess.
Well, let's calm down. We're not sure that this is about the priestess.
This could be completely unconnected. But given
There
the
still is a chance.
Given the sequence of events so far, the murder of the wizard militant, and that the murderer himself leading us directly to this location, and all of this occurring on a mission for the priestess, there's a connection here. So at this moment, I'm thinking the best course of action will be to see what happens at this meeting. I made a major blunder, and I took the note instead of making a copy, so I will not be entering the bar again.
Did anyone else make an agreement to go back to the bar?
Just me, I think.
Roland.
Yeah. I'll probably
What do
go
you-
see if the Ettins are there again.
This time, Indigo will be. I will be posted outside. This time, I think it would benefit to bring along the beef. I'll nod at Mahaka and Poliar.
Well, after last night, I'm not sure. The one goblin that was laying on the table might bring friends.
Oh no, not more goblins.
Not more mooks.
Just kidding. Let's go fuck some shit up.
Makaha laughs. Makaha doesn't mind being referred to as beef.
You guys are probably, so it sounds like you're just gonna, go to bed. Are you gonna try to make the appointment with the blue tomorrow?
Yeah.
So is that gonna, Rowena, are you gonna go by yourself, or is everyone gonna go?
If he wants a bodyguard, Makaha could ditch the blue dragon armor and just go as her stupid, manservant.
So, sleeping through the night, does that give back our recoveries?
Yeah, although I don't think.
We should already have all our recoveries.
Yeah, you should.
Not
Full
me.
rest.
Oh, did I not fix yours? Sorry. Yeah.
Well, no, I actually took one after that fight with the goblins, just in case.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's
gotcha.
right. That's right. So yeah, you'll get it back up to full.
Okay, and does the long rest actually bring you back up to full health, or no?
Yeah.
Okay,
You're
cool. Just making
basically
sure.
you're all fresh, all your dailies. Although you guys didn't blow any
Sweet.
dailies that day.
Kaha raged while he was outside.
Alright, so you guys go to sleep, and you wake up early. It's about an hour, or maybe an hour and a half until your scheduled meeting. Just so you know a little bit more about the city, the other defining characteristic of this is the Goblin Market. The city, so the market is right here. I'll make a note. Or an arrow anyway. That's the Goblin Market. It's kind of infamous for being a place where you can buy anything and sell anything. Everything has its price there. And yeah, so do you guys want to split up for this appointment, or what do you want to do?
I will use the time during the appointment to investigate the names that we were given, Vorg and the two unnamed people or things.
Yeah, so
the
give
note.
me. Let's. The dragon's name is this. And the other name is.
Those are names for the notes, right?
Yeah, those are the names for this. So Blord was the dragon, and Adre is the other name. Muntz is still holding on to the armor.
What did you have planned for that, Munsa? This might be a good time to look around and see if we can get it fixed up.
My plan was that if we ran into that would be a point of insurance, or a point of that would be essentially, hey, we were there, we know what happened, so it'll be going to Rowena now that we got it in a different fashion.
Okay, so Rowena, do you want to wear that with you, or do you want to ask one of these guys to take it to the Goblin Market to get it fixed?
It would probably be best to get it fixed first.
Okay, so is anyone going to the? Who's going to the market? Let's see about how we're splitting up party.
Alright,
Well,
so if he's looking to get that fixed, since I'm a dwarf, I'll offer, since I have a general knowledge of forging and where to go and what to ask.
Okay, so you're gonna go there, try to find the smithy, and then ask to use his equipment or pay to use his
I'm gonna
equipment,
offer
right?
if he's willing. If he wants me to try and find someone for him, I'm more than willing to. Try and find a good one. Get a good price.
Fine with me.
Sorry, still making notes. Okay, Munsa, your information gathering. This is on the Blord in the drive.
Yep.
You understand that Blord is a young red dragon who, despite the Red's hesitance to stay within the bounds of the Dragon Empire, makes his home outside of Drakenhall. And you are able to confirm, he doesn't really make a secret of it, and you are able to confirm that the directions on the cave there are indeed to his normal lair. And Adrai, you understand, is a kind of a bandit, kind of the leader of a bandit squad or group that makes camp to the east near the sea. But you don't really get much more information than that.
Wonderful.
And did you try to check on the name the Eld? Or try to figure out what that meant?
My gut tells me that was actually a bit of... I'll check it, but I have my suspicions. I think it was the elder told me not to write this down, so I'm writing it down. But yeah, I will check on the Eld in the context of
Alright,
activity.
When you ask your contact about the name the Eld, your contact's face kind of goes white, and he just books it.
He books it?
Yeah, he doesn't really give. He's just like I've got to go, and leaves.
Ooh.
That is not good.
I will head. I am taking these actions separate of the market and the bar.
Right.
I will head to the nearest watch house or whatever serves as a constabulary.
Okay, so we'll get back to you in the market. Yep. All right. So I'm going to assume that Roland, are you going with Zan, or are you going to the market, or what are you planning?
I'm not going to do anything until the bar.
Okay, so did you want to give some of the party money to these guys?
I'll give it
to the market.
I'll give all the gold to whoever's going to the market. It's 215.
Okay, so if those who go to the market,
let's just say Poliar goes with them.
Okay, if you want to look through after this session, we're not going to waste time on it, but if you want to look through the gear and the possible things you can buy, like everything in the book pretty much everything in the book is available for purchase, so you can decide to purchase it if you want. And you also find a smithy that is willing to rent you his equipment for 10 gold, and will allow Heavy to work on the chainmail if you like.
I don't have a specific background in it. Would being a dwarf help me much?
Yeah, I mean,
probably.
What are your backgrounds again?
My backgrounds are mostly revolving around being in a bar and trying to practice with the other fighters in the dwarven culture.
Doesn't Poliar have a forge background?
No, that's Worm Turtles.
But that's something that I would have picked up somewhere along the line.
That's just your innate being a dwarf. What are your icon relationships again? Oh, I guess.
+3 conflicted to the priestess.
Okay, so it's not the dwarf king.
Nope.
I'm just gonna say, you're a dwarf. Go ahead and roll a d20 with no modifiers and see if you can beat an easy save.
So you say +6?
Yeah. All right, so you put it back together so that it looks how you imagined it did before Glyzentorg tore through it, and it will, as far as you can tell, it has been returned to full functionality. So who all is going with Rowena to...
I think just Makaha was going to go.
Well, I have a question. Is it going to interfere with Oh, it is?
Sorry, what?
Is it going to interfere with our appointment tonight at the tavern? Or no?
No, they're not at... Well, I mean, I guess it depends what happens, but they're not at conflicting times.
Okay, well, I'll go too.
I don't think it's that out of the ordinary that she'd go see the blue. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Archmaid sends people to, exchange information or talk politics all the time.
Wait, who else wants to come?
I'll go.
Alright, so monk and a barbarian for bodyguards. He's pretty safe.
Okay. Just making notes to keep track of how you guys are split. And let me find the person that you're going to meet.
And Makaha is, of course, not wearing the armor. I just want to make that very clear.
Did you guys, I assume, left that in a lockbox at the tavern?
Yes.
And I guess
Rather,
Roland is watching over all of your stuff.
Yeah, because he said he's going to stay there, didn't he?
Yep.
Okay, so you, Rowena, those of you who are joining Rowena, just let me know if you want to pipe up or say or do anything. I'm just gonna assume that this is kind of Rowena's show for a minute.
And Calhoun will be quiet.
Rowena, you approach the palace gates and you see a number of ogre guards, and they look at you and they look at your companions and they wave you on in. Now this palace isn't like like the emperor's palace. The rooms are much larger. It's kind of shoddy construction, and it looks like it's been built within the last few decades. So it's not something that was here back when the Blue took this place over. It was something that she had built.
Very roomy, homie.
It's obviously very roomy.
Roomy.
You're led to a large chamber, and the doors are closed behind you, and there are 2 guards posted on the door. You can see that they're posted on the outside, though. And you find yourself facing an Asimir, which is a holy one. It's female, and she is standing in the center of the room. You don't see the Blue anywhere. And she has essentially a permanent lightning bolt that is circling her head to make it look like she has a crown on her head.
Uh-huh.
And she just says, approach, Rowena.
I can tell right away this is probably the Blue in some different form. Just me personally, not my character.
So she's told you to approach her.
Alright.
I assume you approach her?
Yeah.
So you make eye contact with her, I assume, when you walk, and you can see that she gets quite displeased by this, and lightning bolts streak out of her crown towards the ceiling, and she instructs you not to look at her or speak to her directly. And that if you want to speak to her, you'll speak to the floor. She asks, it is rare, she starts, and she says, it is rare for the Archmage to send such a high-level envoy. To what do we have this honor?
Trying to think of a good reason. Honestly, I can't really think of any reason why Rowena would be there.
Quick, bluff.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, that's what I'm trying to think of.
You guys can pitch in and give ideas if you want.
Just say you're traveling on private business for the Archmage.
I would just say, you know why I'm here, or else you wouldn't have requested an audience.
That's actually, I like
Damn,
that.
that's risky.
I like that.
Very forward.
Go balls deep.
And yet, so much like Rowena, she doesn't give a crap about the Blue's preferences for being talked to or anything. Just does it because she's not stupid. But,
So your response is that you are going to... that she knows why you're here?
I'm going to answer her question with the question, do you not already know why I am here?
Is that so? And yet, instead of giving us the honor of coming directly to meet with us, we find you skulking in that disreputable, bleeding goblin. She kind of spits the words.
I was bored.
Does the Archmage have yet another request for the blue?
Alright, I think I'm just gonna come up with something completely unrelated to the main story that you've got. It's just gonna be something else.
Yeah,
like not a bluff or anything. It's gonna be quote unquote truth. It's just not gonna have anything to do with what your story is.
That's encouraged.
Well, the Archmage has tasked me with checking on certain areas of what I'm looking for. There are concerns that there is a significant threat to the security of the Empire's borders. And while I personally believe this is a whole bunch of bogus, the Archmage has tasked me with it because he believes that currently I am the most capable and trustworthy for such an assignment. Plus, I was bored and had to get out of the palace. It's totally Rowena. She gets bored easily.
Okay, give me a second to think about that.
I was just trying to think of something.
Alright, so the blue says, do you speak of the apparent alliance between the Orc Lord and the Diabolist? I have been concerned for much time as to why the Archmage in the Empire has not focused on the North.
Yeah. He has been coming up with all sorts of theories as to what could be going on up there, but he has not made a concrete plan as of yet as to what to do. So while he has sent me here to check on things, he has also requested for your input on the matter. Mutual benefit.
Well, my agents, or sorry, not my agents, the Blues agents have kept an eye on things to the north, and we are concerned at the gathering forces. The Orc Lord continues to be a threat, and if it is indeed true that the Diabolist demons have been seen within the ranks of those orcs, the North will soon have a problem. Would you like me to focus more of my resources on this issue? The Archmage's prior instructions have been to focus on the activities of the Lich King.
I believe that at this point in time, Orc Lord and Diabolist are the bigger threat, because Lich King has been silent for some time, and while we should not totally throw him aside as a not impending threat, he is probably the lesser of the two for the time being, as the Orc Lord is most likely to act soon.
Very well. Lady Dalencourt, is that right?
Dalencourt.
Lady Dalencourt, thank you for bringing these instructions to our attention. We will contact the Archmage if we learn anything more. She kind of just dismisses you and exits, leaving you alone in the chamber. By exit, I mean she just kind of disappears.
Yep.
And the only exit back towards the way that you came.
Yep.
Alright, so I assume you guys want to, I don't know, meet back up at your tavern?
Yep.
At the Swindler?
That's where I'm going.
Alright, so you didn't really learn much of relevance to what you guys were working on from the blue. Do you want to do anything else before attempting to make your meeting back at the Bleeding Goblin?
Nope. Heavy is busy polishing his glove after forging.
Excellent.
And the reason why I had it to where it was not relevant to what we were doing in Tracking Hall in the first place, because I didn't think it would be a good idea to mention any of that since some of the Blues agents were at that tower.
Well, people who had worked with the Blue before.
Yeah. Regardless of what they might be on terms as in what the terms might be as to their relationships, it didn't seem as a good idea to mention any of that as the Blue might still hold use or whatever. So whatever.
Okay.
Gain none, lose none.
So let's, just for you guys, let's do the scene at the Bleeding Goblin, and then we'll end the session after that scene. Alright?
Alright.
Alright.
So give me like 2 minutes to figure out what's gonna happen.
Fine by me.
This is fun.
Yeah, I think this is the best actual roleplay session we've had so far.
that doesn't involve Makaha just throwing a shield at lizards. or Munta trying to shadow walk repeatedly. No offense, Munta.
Yeah, but we've seen a good deal of personality from almost everyone this round.
Except Makaha, because he has 6 intelligence.
Saw plenty of Makaha when he was.
Munsa, come closer to your headset.
Makaha is made
sorry.
for killing.
I'll hit a shadow. I'll hit a shadow strike when it counts. Maybe
Eventually.
Someday.
Eventually. Yeah, what did you say you saw plenty of Makaha when?
I saw plenty of Makaha when he jumped on my ass.
So did Core. Or did I jump on his face?
Alright, I'm ready to do this if you guys want. So, let's bring you guys back to the goblin. Who's going in? Is it just Roland?
Oh no, I'm going in.
Okay, so sorry, I didn't have team speak up. Who all's going in? Munsa? Munsa, you said you're not going in. Heavy, you're going in.
Yep.
LT's obviously going in. Gong's going in. Pretty much everyone but Munsa.
Yep, I'll be watching both buildings, similar to Poliar and Mahaka.
This time, Pulley and Macau are going into the bar finally. Yay!
And you guys did not stake out that building during the day. Okay, alright.
Crap, we forgot to do that. Oh well.
Back to the Bleeding Goblin. It's changed a little bit. LT, you're going to enter first.
Okay. I will stroll in.
Oh
Cloak in
god,
hand.
the Ettins are back.
Fuck yeah!
I will attempt to draw as little interest and or attention as I can.
Right. The bartender looks at you, kind of looks down, back down like she's not supposed to. Oh yeah. Makaha, you're in charge of Poliar's character? One sec. Alright, you should be able to control it now. The bartender looks over at Roland, and then kind of looks down, like he doesn't want to be seen recognizing Roland. Looks like Gong's headed straight to the table.
Of course. His 6 friends.
What are you going to do, Roland?
I'll casually walk up to the bar and make a pretense of ordering drinks while I ask the bartender what he's got.
The bartender, not very smoothly at all, says, I have a new batch of ale that came in this morning. Would you like to come into the kitchen and take a look at it? And test it for me.
But of course, thank you.
And Polio will just enter together and make their ways over to this empty table over here. And Polio will order drinks from the server when she comes over.
Right, so Heavy, you're chilling with the kobolds. The kobolds remember you. It's the same group. They just love you because they thought it was hilarious. Everything that happened was hilarious. Yora has elected not to come back to the bar.
Of course.
I can't imagine why.
I guess she's just going to be staying at the inn with Munsa.
Yeah, well, no, Munsa is here keeping an eye out from outside, if I understand correctly.
Alright.
Yep.
And Rowena has headed back to her spot in the corner. So alcohol goes ahead. And the server serves all the alcohol. Everyone's drinking. And Roland, why don't you go ahead and have a conversation with the bartender?
Do you have new word for us?
I do. Vorg is furious. You were right, or Svegdar was right not to come back here. He has told me to tell you to instruct Korvikir to rendezvous with Blord, and that Svegdar should go meet with a Dry, and he assumes you know these names. A Dry immediately. They will need to move up their timetable if we are to succeed, now that you have shown our hand.
I will relay word to Zegdar at once. It may take some time for me to do so, though.
Very well. Would you like a drink in the meantime?
Thanks, I'd best be on my way at once.
Ah, well. Good day. So you guys aren't going to get attacked here. You don't want to hang out here? Roland, you're done here?
I think it blows my cover if I'm not particularly concerned.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Alright, so, there's really not much more information to be got out of the Bleeding Goblin. I guess you can strike a conversation up with the kobolds and the Ettins if you wish.
Oh, I want to have a drinking contest with. Makaha wants to have a drinking contest with the Ettins.
Okay, very well. So we'll see who's gonna win that.
Okay. What do I roll? Just tell me what to roll.
On.
Yeah, go ahead and make a con check.
All right. And I don't suppose I could add my barbarian to that, could I?
I don't know. Do they drink on your island?
Yes, we drink a lot.
Alright, and they're gonna just roll a d20 plus 5.
Well, they win. I only rolled 19.
Yeah, so that's the. Man, I need to think about how to have a drinking contest.
Let's just say they won it, and Makaha gets drunker into the table and is dragged back to the inn by Poliar and Kong.
Alright, so that's kind of, returning the favor for dragging Gong out of there earlier.
Exactly.
Alright, well, let's have you guys just head back to your tavern then. Your home base, as it were. And if there's nothing else really going on, I think we're going to. You guys got a lot more information out of this than I expected, so I'm going to go ahead and give you all an incremental advance. So you can make those changes before the next session. The instructions for how to use an incremental advance are in the rulebook.
We're calling it for tonight?
I think so. I mean,
yeah, it's a good starting point. You're right.
I have to read this real quick.
You got a couple of different options on what you guys are going to do next, and all of those options are going to probably lead to extended combat. So starting right now is not going to be that useful. Any questions, comments? I know that didn't have a lot of combat in it.
No, sounds good.
At least Makaha got drunk around the tail by a bunch of ends. Heavy, you're going to teach Makaha some drinking tricks. You need to toughen up his liver.
Incremental advance is on 189, if anyone was curious about seeing.
Thanks for bringing that up. Alright, well, it was fun. Those of you guys on the East Coast, enjoy your sleep. And
right.
Zan, I'm looking forward to our session tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be interesting.
I'm sure it'll be good. Alright, I'm going to get some sleep as well.
I'm going to take the hit point incremental advance, I think.
Yeah, that's probably a good choice.
Oh yeah, we just choose one of them, right?
Yeah, so...
Yep.